Good evening. Start you off with the radar scopes out there. Things are fairly calm. In fact, the big driver in our weather right now is high pressure. If you go a little bit wider out and you stretch out towards the edges of Florida, they are dealing with the remnants of the hurricane. None of that really ever made its way towards us. So for us, we're looking at warmer temps, and that leads to one thing: fire danger. We go to the futurecasting computer projecting our levels to go now up to the 2s and 3s. We could see some lightning issues coming out Saturday evening now on our computer projecting a couple of isolated storms. Currently, visibilities are all between 5 and 10 out there, so that's not bad. When we take a look at these winds, they're all calm, 5 to 10 miles an hour. We've seen a couple up at Lubbock of about 15 to 20. But for the most part, it is calm, and it is hot. Even earlier this evening, temps were coming in anywhere in the 80s and a couple of 90s, even now at this time in the evening. That is toasty. When we take a look at the relative humidities, they're in the 40s out there to a couple of 50s. Moisture content in the 60s. That's that muggy, swampy feeling out there. That's a buildup of the moisture, a measurement of how much moisture is actually in the atmosphere. There's plenty of it, but we don't have a triggering mechanism, so no threat of showers or storms yet. That is going to change as we move through the weekend. We move through it, show you what's going to happen. Isolated showers are way off to the east of us tonight. For us, clear skies. So we put it into motion, and we see if there's anything in the futurecasting computer. I think there's chances, maybe small, I go 20% of seeing some of these isolated poppers as we move into your Saturday. Tonight, your overnight lows are going to come in the mid to low 70s out there, mostly clear skies. Now, for tomorrow, walk you through your morning, 67 on your way out the door. You're looking at about 90 around noon, 5 p.m., 99. Now, as we move into the day for the rest of us out there, it could get pretty toasty. Some locations could easily, like Big Springs, getting to 100 degrees. I'm going to walk you through the next 7 days because I want to give you a good idea of what I'm talking about. 99 degrees tomorrow, 100 on Saturday, 100 or 99 or so on Sunday as well, and we still stay hot as we move through next week. Now, every day we'll start seeing a chance of afternoon bubblers. What do I mean by that? Well, about 10 to 20% chance that just enough moisture and a very weak shortwave or two each afternoon could trigger a thunderstorm. Some of those will have the potential to maybe even become severe, something we're going to have to keep a very close eye on. And right now on the fly, I'm going to add another 10% for Saturday. Britton.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Chris. Just a gorgeous evening in the Concho Valley. Not a cloud to be seen on the sky. Big weather impact for us going into the weekend. Really going to be those warming temperatures. So once you remember the 3 S's of heat safety are sunscreen, shade, and staying hydrated. Today is actually the warmest day we've seen so far in the Concho Valley for the whole month of September. High today was 92 compared to the typical high of 90 for this time of year. It actually wasn't too far from normal. It's been a pretty pleasant month so far. 61 for your low temperature compared to the typical low of 66. Compared to the warmest temperature recorded on this date, the daily high temperature record set back 96 years ago. It was 103 on this day in 1930. Nobody is that hot right now, thankfully, in the 70s area-wide. 77 in Brady down to Junction, 73 Ozona, 75 Abilene up to Graham, 79 right now in San Angelo. Friday, going to be waking up on kind of a warm note as you're heading to work and school, 68 at 7 a.m. Definitely not going to need to give little Johnny a jacket for your Friday morning. High temperatures, I'm forecasting a high of 98 in San Angelo tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if a couple folks saw the triple-digit mark, and I know, nobody wants to talk about the triple digits in the middle of September. Folks who have lived in Texas for a while know we typically have a little false fall and then right back to that summer weather, and here's why. We have a ridge of high pressure across the area, and when you have a ridge of high pressure in the upper parts of the atmosphere, air tends to move away from that ridge of high pressure, and as air sinks, it also starts to warm. That's what makes it so warm here at the surface, and that's why you're probably going to be sweating for Friday night football. Make sure you're staying cool out there. Nothing to be seen on satellite and radar right now, and despite the fact we've been dry, we've actually seen improvements in our drought conditions. Reason why, all that rain last week, we're still seeing the benefits. Drought conditions have pretty much been eliminated for kind of the eastern portions of our viewing area for places like Menard, Mason, McCulloch counties. No drought. Abnormally dry conditions for San Angelo and Abilene, and starting to see a little bit of moderate drought in portions of the big country. I want to give you the latest from the National Hurricane Center on Hurricane Francine. It is fizzling out over Arkansas and bringing rain to places like Alabama and Tennessee. Not impacting us here in west central Texas. 98, that's my forecasted high temperature for Friday. Toasty start to the weekend, 97 for your Saturday, 98 for your Sunday. Early next week, we're going to start seeing some rain chances come back into the picture as we get a little bit more of an active weather pattern. Any outdoor weekend plans, make sure you stay cool. And remember, folks, for your latest weather updates, you can always find them online and by following me on social media. Bert, back to you.